And if he says doesn't want a relationship but acts like he does, you need to run. That is inconsistent behavior.
That was simply delusion, followed up with confusion. That was just substitution for a lonely bed. So that's impressive, how much you're messing with my feelings in my heart.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Gina, and I am
oh hell no!
back with another video. So today on my channel, before we get into it really quick, I always say 3 things that I'm thankful for at the top of my videos. Number 1, my intuition. Number 2, honey. And number 3, fluffy socks. So y'all, this is part 2 of my relationship series. In this part of the series, part 2, we're going to be talking about starting the relationship and really red flags, identifying the red flags. I got a lot of tips and tricks in here. I'm trying to give y'all free game. I'm trying to not let y'all have a heartbreak and heartache like your girl did. Number 1, welcome back. Like I just said, if you made it to this part of the series, it means you are ready to be in a relationship, like you're starting out. If you are not ready to be in a relationship, check out part 1 and check out the other 2 videos I have on becoming that girl. Okay, number 1, you should love yourself wholeheartedly. I did a whole video about this, like I just said. But in short, just loving yourself fearlessly, authentically, loving who you are. Number 2, I talked about this already in the other video, but I'm gonna add some spice to this, y'all. Free game right here, okay? Listen. So, now that you have your standards, your list of standards, you do not lower your standards for anybody. You don't lower your standards to force somebody to be with you. You don't lower your standards, baby girl. We're not doing that. So let me give you a little analogy. Think of a fence and think of a man, right? So this the fence and this the man. If your standards are this low, all he got to do is hop over. He play in the dirt some, and then he go right back, right? If your standards are this high, now he got to climb. He got to really climb to get up there. And then once he's actually on the other side, when something takes longer to get, you cherish it and value it more. You do, and he will. But if you're right here and all he got to do is go over here to call you pretty or something, and you freaking out. After he call you pretty, what he do? He gonna go right back here. But if he gotta climb, girl, if he gotta go through the motions, it's when he get over that fence, he ain't finna climb back out that easily. Okay. If he wants you, he will act accordingly. Okay, so the next one that I'm gonna talk about, y'all, is red flags. Ladies, my girls. So, do not ignore red flags. 2022, we're not collecting red flags. You see it and you dip. Your intuition does not lie to you. Trust it. It is literally God's gift to women. All right, so let me give y'all a little, Stefan speaks, I watch him sometimes. And he says, most relationships start because you ignore the red flags, but most of them end because of the red flags. For example, if I see a red flag is the boy that I like is really inconsistent, but I think, oh my God, he's like, oh my God, she's so cute. Like, oh my God, y'all don't understand. He looked like Ken, you know, from Barbie. Is Ken that cute? You know what I mean? Like, he just looks, he's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm ignoring all of this, that, and the third, but he's inconsistent from the jump, right? I'm ignoring it. You know, I ask God for the signs, and, you know, then I act colorblind when he show me they true colors, okay? I used to. Now, look, you show me their colors? Okay, I got you. What I'm trying to say, what was I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. Yes, if the man is inconsistent from the jump, and you break up because of his inconsistency, you see what I mean? It started ignoring the red flag, but you broke up because he was inconsistent. So why not save yourself all that pain and heartache, baby girl? Thank you. All right, and like I said, trust your intuition because it has gotten you thus far. Okay, then we have, the next one is do not settle. Like what I said about setting your standards. Do not settle. Do not lower your standards. I can say this 50 million times. Do not lower your standards to please somebody. Don't do it. Are they gonna do it? No. Yeah, I need some water. Tea time. This is your auntie TT. This is your TTGG. Okay. I know. I got lip gloss on, so I didn't want to, you know, whatever. So the next one is, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some more free game. I'm giving y'all free game right here. Thank you. So, Steve Harvey always says, never tell a man exactly what you want. That gives him the roadmap to your heart. Now, before y'all say, oh my God, like he has to know that because I was gonna work. Listen, okay? Because the game ain't changed. The players might have changed, but the game ain't changed. Okay? So, for example, when you tell him exactly what you want, you give him the roadmap to your heart. So, if you tell a man you like chocolates, you like strawberries, you like text every morning, you like fuzzy socks, for the next 3 weeks, he finna do all that. You finna have so much chocolate, you ain't finna know what to do. You finna have so much socks, you can't put them on your feet. You finna get sick of chocolate. All them texts, girl, what? If you got minutes, your minutes finna run out. He gonna do it for the next 3 weeks, or he gonna do it until he get what he wants. Right? So let me give y'all some free game how to, do this, right? So, you can be smart and you can still communicate your standards, your standards with him without giving him the roadmap to your heart. Let me share what I wrote down. Example, I've actually said this to a guy before. And see, look, I'm looking for someone to grow with, a man who is punctual, consistent, and really goes out of his way to make a woman feel special. You see what I did there? So now what you're doing is he has to figure it out. Like, he has to figure out what that means, and he's gonna show you, like, he has to figure out what it is to make a woman feel special, how he shows that to you, right? And then that's on him if you want to buy you a bunch of chocolates, but you ain't tell him that. And when he show you, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, if that makes sense. And if after you communicate this with him, if he not serious, girl, he finna go. But if he's serious about you, then he's gonna like try to do his best to do whatever he has to do, if that makes sense. He's gonna show up on time. He's gonna be consistently. A man who's chivalrous. He gonna hold the doors open for you. I don't touch my doors if I'm on a date. I'm not holding the door. My dad didn't let me do that when I was younger. I'm not holding no door. He gonna open the door for you. He gonna walk on the right side of the street. Like, if the cars are coming towards you, he gonna be on that side. That's how you start to figure out, is this what you like? Instead of telling him exactly what it is, you tell him exactly what it is. You just made the capture so easy. Free game. Don't play with me. All right? Now, speaking of the capture. Now, while it's, love is not a game. But guys, they play games. Like I said, the game is still the same. It's just different players, different generations. But the game is the game. Right? So, not every man who calls you beautiful, who says you're worth it, who's like, oh my gosh, like, you're so pretty, it doesn't mean he deserves to be with you. Meaning, don't be an easy capture. Because if it takes, pretty much, if you gotta work for something long enough or, hard enough, you're gonna value that more when you have it. You see what I'm saying? So, that's when self-worth and, self-love comes in. You know you're pretty. You know you're beautiful. My dad told me that every day when I was a kid. So when a man tells me that, it's like, oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. I know my dad told me that. Thank you very much.
How much I'm messing with my feelings in my heart.
Not every man deserves you, right? Not every man deserves to capture you. When I say capture you, I mean men are hunters. It is literally engraved in their genetic makeup. That's what they are. So not every man who calls you beautiful, who calls you cute, who calls you pretty, deserves to have you. Do you want them? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, would you be friends with that person if you weren't physically attracted to them? Chemistry does not mean compatibility. Free game, y'all. Okay? So the last thing that I put on that section of it is the harder it is to catch, the more the hunter is going to value it when he catches you. And I talked about that earlier in my fence analogy. All right, so y'all, if he wants you, he will do it. A man who truly loves you will move mountains for you. I've seen it with my parents. My daddy love my mama. Whatever she want, he getting it for her. He finna do it, cause he love her. And that type of love, it's sacrificial, but it's he gonna make sure my mama okay, and he gonna make sure we good. I have siblings, but a man who loves you, he will move mountains. It's no question that he's going to do it. He gonna do it, sis. Okay? The next one that I have is, no one is too busy for you. Nobody is that busy. There's just no way. I'm sorry, sis, but no, like, no. I'm sorry, nobody is that busy for you. I understand, like, being busy because I am somebody who is extremely busy. Like, my calendar is literally always booked, y'all. I hope I didn't get lipstick on me. Did I, Maddie?
I don't see lipstick.
Nobody is that busy. Nobody, I don't care what nobody tell you. I'm sorry, but no, that doesn't work for me. Like, I live a very busy life. I know what it is to be busy, but we all got 24 hours in a day. 2 hours out your day, a couple days out your month, and you can't give that to me? What you so busy doing? Beyonce make time. If you want me, you will. If he wants to, he's gonna make time for you. A man who loves you or wants you, sis, all he wanna do is be with you. Like, he wanna hang out with you. Granted, you should give each other space, but he don't wanna see you. What man likes you, but don't wanna see you? That's like me saying, I love chicken, but I'm not, this ain't got nothing to do with chicken, y'all. But y'all know I'm gonna talk about chicken because I love me some chicken. But that's basically like me saying I love chicken, but every opportunity I get to eat chicken, I don't take it. Okay, not saying you a piece of chicken, but okay. Next, I want y'all to ask the tough questions. Like, ask the questions. You have every right to know where this thing is going. You have every right to know where this relationship is going with this person. Because some people like to play games, and with these questions, you can really figure it out. You are interviewing them. You are interrogating them. Like, you need to know these answers before you hop into what you're about to hop into. Because think about it, you meet people's representative before you meet them. And by asking these tough questions, you really get to see who they are. And some of these questions, like men, they're smart. They're gonna tell you what you wanna hear first. And you can rephrase some of them and they're gonna answer it different. Because to them it's different questions, but to you it's the same objective you're trying to get to. So I wrote down some questions that I think you should start, like you should ask people that you're dating or you're talking to, and it helps. Like, enough with what's your favorite color? What's your favorite piece of the chicken? I love chicken, y'all. What's your favorite food? Like, you gonna figure that out. But the most important questions that you need to ask are the ones you need to ask. So I wrote them, like I said. Number one, ask someone, what is your greatest strength and what is your greatest weakness? Right there, you know what they're gonna be amazing at and you know what they suffer in. If they're saying their greatest strength is their ambition, you're ambitious, cool. Men are going to tell you what they want you to hear first. Remember what I told you. There are different ways to phrase these questions. I'm gonna put like a link down below because I have like some from like Steve Harvey's. Like, these are from his thing, but it's like really great. But yes, men are going to tell you what you want to hear. Some you might hear their greatest weakness. Oh my God, that's so hard because it's like both of them. It's like my greatest strength and my weakness. Like, I mean, it's not my greatest strength and my weakness. If I'm talking about a good guy. But ask them that. If their weakness is patience and you're somebody who needs patience, I'm not saying run at it, but like, examine that. Because if they're telling you up front, I am not patient. Like, when I'm angry, I start throwing books. I start throwing anything I can find. I'm sorry, but you ain't finna throw me. Okay? Another one is, how long was your last relationship and why did it end? And, oh y'all, that's gonna get to my last one now. Like, what you figure out, okay, is this person like a long-term type of dater or is he like a short-term type of dater? Ask him that. Why did it end? He's not expecting you to ask that on the first date. He might say, oh, she was trying to be true. Or he might come out and say, I cheated on her. Oh, shoot. Oh, run. Look, they say not all men who cheat, always a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Some people have different agreements about that. That's not what this video is about, okay? So, our agreements, different opinions about that. Next, are you a grudge holder? That's a really important question to ask. For myself personally, I'm not. Like, I want to rephrase that. I can be frustrated, but in terms of holding a grudge, it's more so I take time to think about what I want to say. So I don't know if that's viewed as holding a grudge. It's more so me being intentional. And I talk about intentionality a lot in my other videos. Check them out. Next one, what do you believe is your worst quality? I'm telling y'all, these men are not thinking you're about to ask them all these questions. They're thinking, oh, what's your favorite Netflix show? Oh, you like Vampire Diaries? Me too. Girl, you ask him what's your worst quality. Ooh. And body language tells everything. Intuition, y'all know if he's lying. I would ask him this in person though. I wouldn't text him this, cause he can text me. Next one is name 3 things you would like to have in common with a partner. For example, if he's super athletic and you know the last time you went to the gym was in 2015 and you don't plan on going to the gym, and that's something you want to have in common, right there, that's already something that's not similar. Not to say you have to go to the gym. I mean, I love going to the gym. But like if you live a healthy lifestyle but don't go to the gym, maybe you compromise on that. I don't know, but he's telling you from jump he wants to have a partner who likes to go to the gym with him. You know you don't want to go to the gym. And you don't have to answer these questions back. Like, this is your time to listen to him. Men will literally tell you, they will tell you their intentions if you are listening to them. And 9 times out of 10, they tell us. We just act like we don't hear him because we don't want to believe it. But when he says something, he mean it. All right. The next one is, what are some things? Yeah, basically, what are some things you like to have in common with your partner? You can ask him, is he family oriented? What does he do in his free time? Finding out his free time, you kind of, instead of asking like, oh, how much money you make, right? In your free time, you kind of see like what he does. Like, does he have that much free time? Is he working a job? You kind of get to see that part. And I got a couple more for y'all, ladies. If he says he does not want to, oh no, that's next. If he says he wants a relationship, right? We always get caught up in this, right? Ask him, is he looking for a relationship with you? Now, your heart you might hurt or whatnot, but that's gonna save you for the heartbreak and from the heartbreak in the long run, trying to convince yourself, oh my God, he says he wants a relationship. Ah! But not, did he say it with you? Okay, and you have every right to ask this. Don't be scared. Confidence. All right? If a man says he does not want a relationship and wants to go with the flow, and you know you want a relationship, you better run. You know from jump you want a relationship. But like, that's what I mean, like in terms of compromising, right? Some people are okay with going with the flow. But if you're in that standard of like, I know I want to be in a relationship, and he's saying he does not want a relationship, it means he does not want a relationship at all. It doesn't matter what you do, how great of a woman you are, he don't want the relationship. And he's telling you up front. Because in the end, when you're hurt, he can say, I told you I didn't want a relationship. A man will only change for one woman. Men can change. But that woman he's going to change for is the woman. It doesn't matter how great of a woman you are. If you're not that woman in his eyes, he's not going to change for you. Because why would he tell you he don't want a relationship with you if you're not the one for him? I mean, if you are the one for him. And just because you're not for him don't mean you're not for you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. He just didn't want a relationship. Save yourself the trouble and run, sis. There's no point. I'm telling you now. And if he says he doesn't want a relationship but acts like he does, you need to run. That is inconsistent behavior. That's not okay. Okay? Lastly, my last thing that I say, y'all, is men do not do off. Like, it's not, these men no on and off. Like with an ex, like he's telling you that, oh yeah, you know my ex, like we're on and off and whatnot. Men don't do off. He's off her, but he's on you. You think men are just sitting in the house, just like sitting? They're hunters. They're trying to find their prey. And not to say men are like horrible people or anything, but like realistically, men don't do off. So in terms of like taking breaks and stuff, like, oh, he's dating right now, yeah, you know, they just took a break or whatnot, or like he just got out the relationship with her. It's not, I wouldn't even get into it, because men don't do off. They do off when like they're on you for real, like they serious about you. Some of them don't ever turn off, but the good ones will. All right, ladies, so now that I've shared that with y'all, I just really hope you all like continue to be smart, use your intuition, and use your wisdom. Like you, girl, you know when he's not it. Answer this question. You ready? 5, the first thing that comes out your mind. You might be thinking about somebody right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is he the one? What was your answer? If you said no, quick, run. You don't gotta run, just walk away. Not everybody deserves an explanation. If he is the one, then he is the one. But if he's not, stop wasting your time. You can be doing so much other stuff. We're not wasting time in 2022, baby girl. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for watching this part of the series. This is part 2 of a 4-part series. And I really hope that I was able to shed some wisdom. Let me know if anything that I said really resonated with you all. And given y'all, this is my opinion. I am not a dating expert. I'm not a dating coach. I just thrive in giving dating advice, according to my friends. And yeah, so let me know if you learned anything. If you have situations, I'm about to start something on my channel and I can't say it yet, but It's coming. So just, you know, be smart. Like I keep saying, be you, do you for you. If he wants you, he will. Don't lower your standards for anybody. And a man who loves you will move mountains for you. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be what's a Valentine's Day song I can sing? I don't know what song I can sing, but back with another video. Bye, y'all.